tonight as a coaching staff, as a program, and as a community that was special. These guys played their hearts out all season long, did a great job of competing every game and never quit, never gave up. And I was proud to say that I'm the head coach at UMass with these guys on every occasion. I thought we played hard tonight. We didn't make as many good basketball plays, I think, as we've made in the past, but Stanford did a great job against our pressure. They did a nice job on the boards. We got them at times to take some tough shots, and they offensive rebounded and had too many second chance opportunities. And we didn't make some of the shots that we had been accustomed to making, 5 for 22 from 3. When we've done that this season, we haven't fared so well. So again, I was proud of this team, and kind of happy to be the coach of these guys. They put forth a great effort, and we go home at 25-12, and I'd say not bad for the team that was picked 12th in the preseason. I think these guys played with something to prove all season long.
Questions for the players, please?
Sean, do you feel like your career is ending era, do you feel like you were part of something special as far as where UMass is going?
Yeah, it definitely was. I came in here, it was a new program, and I knew it would be a building process, so I stuck through it because Coach had faith in me, I had faith in him. So we just battled every year together, and I'm happy to see the program going in the right direction now as I'm on my way out.
Chaz, can you just talk about being from Brooklyn, playing home here, the fans are great, just what it means to you when you come back home?
Honestly, at this moment, it don't mean nothing. I came back home just to go back to school. That wasn't part of our plan, and that wasn't part of the homecoming trip. So, it's just taking it a day at a time and learning from this experience.
Chaz, obviously you guys played hard tonight. What was the difference in terms of
like Coach said, 5 for 22 from the 3. That's not like us, and they handled our pressure perfectly, and they didn't get ravaged, and they just played their game, and we didn't stick to our game plan. That's who it goes.
So many teams worn down against you guys. Did the fact that they had the depth that they had kind of make a difference, especially down the stretch?
It did make a difference. They kept bringing in bodies and bodies, and you're a basketball player, you can't put it on that. You just had to get over that little hump, and we couldn't. So it was just working and learning.
Chaz, it seemed like in the first half you were kind of struggling to get it going, trying to find the seams in their defense. Was there length a problem for you when you get into the basket? And what happened? Was it a hamstring that kind of bothered you?
No, it was my calf. I was cramping. I don't think they left bothered me much. It was just all of us wasn't here today, including myself. I came out, made some unforced errors early that I don't usually make, so I wanted to put it on that length because that's the type of threat I play against every day.
You said you worked yourself with it?
Yes.
What accounted for that, do you think?
I don't know. I'm looking at the stats now, and I see 4 turnovers. The last couple of games, I haven't had that many. And, I think I let my team down today. I only had 3 assists, and that's not like me also. So, just learning from this experience.
Chaz, can you talk about the season as a whole, how far you've come and how far the team has come? I know it's hard now, but just look back on the year. How do you feel like you guys did along the way?
It was a great year. It was a great journey. Playing for Coach was great. Playing with these guys was great. A lot of people counted us out early. A lot of people didn't expect us to be here. And, we just wanted to play, and we just wanted to win, and we just wanted to prove everybody wrong. The model we live by at school is shock the world, and that was something we was trying to do this trip, but we couldn't. So hopefully next year we'll make a good run at it.
A lot at stake, obviously. A little extra nerves playing so close to Brooklyn at all?
No, it's never nervous when you're playing basketball.
Sean, you guys were climbing uphill the whole first half, and you got out of the half down 3. What was the feeling then? Because that wasn't the worst position to be in at that point.
It was a pretty good feeling just to be down 3, and it was clearly that we weren't playing our regular style UMass basketball. So, we always trying to get back locked in, focused. Just a few mistakes, too many free throw rebounds we gave up. That stuff just changes the game, and those charges are big game changers. We did a lot of force on a lot of small errors to ourselves that we could have taken care of. That could have changed the whole swing of the game.
Chaz, with 3 fouls to start the second half, did you have to change your style of play at all?
Yeah, I couldn't be as aggressive as I wanted to on the defensive end, and I think that took away from my team. And it allowed Anthony to get a lot of open shots.
Sean, during this NIT run that you guys have had, you guys have made a living closing out games, and it seems like you knotted up with 52 with like about 7 minutes left, and you guys seem like Stanford really got the best of you in that late run. I mean, what were you noticing out there?
No, it was nothing there, you know, just making the right plays. We made it wrong. It's pretty simple.
Chaz, so as a rising star, I mean, what can you take from this game and this season to help increase your level of game in your future basketball career?
Just watching film, learning from this experience. So it was a great run. You know, we have a group of guys, so you know we basically bring back everybody, including Sean and Hill. But you know, them two guys, they run it every day in practice, and they helped us get where we are today. And this one been a good run without our seniors. You know, man, Hill don't play as much, but he's one of the most vocalist person on our team. That shows behind doors, and not everybody see that. So, you know, it's just great, you know, for them guys to go out like this. But you know, it's just something we gonna learn. You know, the young group of guys, and just what about next year.
I mean, losing senior captains, I mean, are you going to have to step up as a leader next year?
Yeah, I think so. Whatever coach wants me to do, you know, being a basketball player, you just do whatever the coach wants you to do. And so whatever he asks me to do next year, you know, that's what I'll have to do.
Guys, did it mean something to you to see as many UMass fans with the men's trip down to Suicide?
Yes, and you know, we all, you know, the whole UMass nation, the whole brotherhood, we all want to thank the fans for coming out, supporting us, and doing a great job of being behind us all year. You know, they didn't listen to the media and stuff like that. They came out and supported their team. And, you know, we had a good run because of it. So, thank you guys.
Anything else for the players? You good? You get to stay.
Oh, I wasn't answering any questions.
Yeah. Questions for Coach?
Eric, would you say it's when you have that little embrace with you?
Well, you know, Sean, you know, he kind of came to UMass with some blind faith. Obviously, you know, I told him I love him like I do all the guys on our team, and that I appreciate all that he's done for my family, the program, and I think the UMass fans in general. He's a kid that's come here, brought unbelievable energy, unquestionable character, a great kid who's been an ambassador for our team and program. And I think that because of this run, he's going to have an opportunity to hopefully get in some camps and have a chance to make maybe a roster or make some money playing ball overseas. So, you know, I'm actually happy for Sean that it played out this way for him because, you know, it hasn't been all positive and great feedback every game, every year since he's been here. And I think he's improved a bunch and is a good person and a great young man.
Both teams struggled a lot offensively over the first 10 minutes of the second half. Do you feel like it was lost then yet again that could add to maybe the season?
Yeah, there's a few times I thought we had an opportunity. You know, we were playing really well. I thought in the week off was maybe a little bit too long for us because we never kind of got it back clicking. I thought the play of the game was when Maxie got the offensive rebound on the free throw and kind of turned, I don't know what happened, there was a scrum in the paint and they ended up getting a layup or an and one down the other end, which we had a great momentum. The crowd was into it. It was kind of going UMass basketball way, and that took a little wind out of our sails, that particular, I guess, up and down.
Derek, that seemed to be all night. Just get real close, just couldn't get over that.
Yeah, the thing that happened is we got them to play on a few different occasions a little faster than they're accustomed to. We got them to take some tough shots, and they did a great job of offensive rebounding. We didn't have that, I guess, next level of get the rebounds tonight. Could have been because of their size, their length, their toughness, whatever it might have been, but I thought we gave up too many second chance points. 19 offensive rebounds is just way, way too many because we thrive when teams take tough shots. We rebound and come right back at you. We didn't get as many transition baskets as we would have liked. And we did have opportunity. We actually didn't make the shot, so that was a double-edged sword.
I mean, you guys are a young team filled with potential. How are you going to be able to make this team reach its full potential in the years to come and use this season?
Well, you know what, I spoke to the guys about that briefly in the locker room, that kind of the taste, how you feel right now, don't let it happen again. Like, use that as how hard you're going to work in the off season. I think the greatest thing is we have some guys on our team who haven't quite reached their potential yet. if we get some guys back from injury, we get some guys into the program and everybody improves. We had some good things happen this year, though. In 25 wins, you know, we've had some good breaks. I think we won some games that people didn't expect. We pulled some games out at the end. So what's the biggest thing is we'll have to fight through some adversity, and I think people now are going to, you know, look at UMass a little differently, which honestly I like. I didn't like the way they looked at UMass for 3 years. I really didn't.
Coach, can you talk about Stanford's free throw shooting down the stretch?
Yeah, that was a killer. You know, obviously you need some good breaks and bounces at the end, and they just seem to make two just about every time. We got a few that were 1-on-1s and they missed at the end, but they did a nice job of closing the game out. Coach Dawkins obviously is a very good coach, and they played to win, which I think both teams played to win. They just ended up winning.
Coach, how excited would you be as far as having the NIT Tournament coming to Brooklyn next year, and how would that actually benefit a program like a UMass, even though it's not like a local program, but it's still basically within like 3 or 4 hours of
No, you know, I think for UMass it's a good move. One is with the success Chaz is having, hopefully, you know, there's some allure for the next point guard from New York City that says, okay, he's done it, look at the way they play, it'll be an unbelievable situation. But really, for our fans, I think Atlantic City for UMass was maybe a little bit too far to make a day trip. And during the week, it's a tough one. But as you saw tonight, you know, I'm not sure how many there were, but that was a great UMass contingent and crowd out there. And I'm anticipating if we play as exciting as we did this year, if the excitement with the program continues to grow the way it has this year, that those fans will want to come to, you know, Brooklyn and support the team. And, you know, we have an opportunity for Chaz to be playing in his backyard, which is unbelievable for a kid.
Could you talk about him a little bit this season? You know, did he measure up to your expectations of him this year?
Yeah, you know, my expectations were tempered. I did know that he'd be my starting point guard as soon as he was eligible, just because he was really the only point guard that was in the program. But he's reached and exceeded expectations. His competitiveness, his toughness, his will to win, I think were what our team thrived on. And what I loved almost as much as anything, he's got a little following now, not only in the UMass community, but I think nationally, where people, like, he represents UMass basketball, and he's fun to watch, and is really, I think he's elevated our program, which has been fantastic.
Did you think when he said he wasn't extra nervous playing here, did you buy that?
I don't think he'd ever be nervous. I do think he wanted to do a lot tonight and really put on a New York City style performance. And he was playing a little bit too fast to start the game. He tried to do a little bit too much, but that goes back to his competitive nature. And that he wanted to win so bad. I mean, he dove for a loose ball that he had no chance to get in the second half and cracked heads with the guy. And it was just a testament to that's how he's played all year.
Derek, there's been a lot of talk about other people's expectations, media expectations. What were your expectations coming into this season?
I thought we were going to be very good. When I watched our team in individual work, I saw how hard they were working in the summer and the feedback I was getting from our strength coach. I was happy where we were picked in the preseason. I was happy what people were writing because I knew it wasn't happening. And then when I saw how our team came together when we had, you know, Dr. Carr come in and how they bought into the brotherhood, I didn't know we'd be 25-12, quite honestly. I couldn't quantify wins, but I knew we were better than where people had picked us and where you know, people thought we were as a team and program. So this has actually been a great ride for me, though. I mean, I will say that we've kind of done some things I didn't know were possible.
Darren, is the next step now to get your guys to buy into that, having the same level of off-season dedication to build off of this?
Yeah, I don't think that's a question with this group, honestly, man. These guys are really, they're basketball guys. They love to play. They love to train. When you make them go hard, they want to go harder. This has been a pretty good group. And I think if we can get some guys in the weight room and have them grow emotionally and also basketball-wise, will be fun to watch. I know that. And then hopefully the wins follow, which, you know, sometimes you can't quantify once again how many, but we'd like to put ourselves in a position to play postseason once again.
You just sort of alluded to this, but Chaz had to put up 18 shots to get 19 points, so he's been more efficient.
Yeah, I mean, last month leading up to this, he was as good as I've seen. I mean, he was playing phenomenal. And tonight he pressed a little bit. I was getting a little bit deep on his drives. And, you know, they had some good size and length, and we're also packing it in defensively. So they had a good game plan, I think, for Chaz. And where he normally gets going is in transition, and I didn't think we defensive rebounded well enough tonight to get him in transition.
It seemed like Anthony Brown took that game over late with a couple of big shots. How impressed were you with him?
He's, you know, I watched him on tape and watched him play on television, and I thought he hit 5 quick points that really separated the game there. And, you know, he actually got Chaz caught on him a couple times, and with his foul trouble, I thought they did a good job of recognizing that and taking advantage of that. I thought, you know, they tried to get man in the post a few times to get him his fourth. They, you know, they ran him off some ball screens, and Chaz really couldn't play D the way we needed him to play because of his foul trouble.
Anything else for Coach?
That's good for losing my voice. Thank you.